What is going up, YouTube? So in today's episode, we are going to be talking about FINVIZ and how you can use it for swing trades. And swing trades is anytime you hold a stock for more than a day but less than a year. And if you hold it for more than a year, it's considered long-term investing, and you could use a different type of strategy for it. But um, anyway, so swing trades, you want to capitalize on high price spikes in a short amount of time. So you try to make as much money without that long-term wait. So if you guys don't know what FINVIZ is FINVIZ is a stock screener. It's free. You can pay for the $25 a month real time program they have, but we're just going to be talking about the free program and how to use it and kind of the perks for it. All right, let's minimize myself to a little smaller, and we can cover it up and add. So let's go right here. This seems pretty good. Okay, let's make sure it's all good. All right, so up here we have the home page, news, screener, maps, groups. And so the first step you guys need to do for swing trades is go to groups. So groups is all the sectors. So we have the customer goods, basic materials, healthcare, financial, technology, utilities, industrial goods, all of those big groups that stocks are in. Okay, and you want to look up whatever one has it depends on what you guys want to trade, or not what you guys want to trade, but how long. So if you want just a day, you can see what's happening in the best day, but we're going to look at the week and pretend that we are going to be holding a stock for more than a week. So as you see here, we have the top three are industrial goods, technology, and services. So the next thing you guys want to do is go to screener. And as you click on this, you have all of these different types of filters, and you'll always most likely get an ad because it's free. So the next thing is go to all. So now this puts all of the descriptive, fundamental, technical filters in one setting. And so then you guys, what I always do first is go to the price, and I always want it under $20. That's where I can capitalize, and I always do a little better. So once that loads up, the next step here is to do the sector. So what was a really hot sector, we can just go with industrial goods because I believe that was one of the top ones. And then as you see here, we started with over 7,000 stocks on this screener. Now we are down to 131. We're going to try to get this number around 10 to 20. All right, so the next thing is you want an average volume. So this volume really does help for price spikes. So you want to go over 500,000 shares traded. So now we're down to 24. And the next thing you guys want to do is go to relative volume. And relative volume is kind of the demand for the stock. And over 10 is crazy. Same with over 5. So we're just going to go over anywhere from 1.5 to 2. We'll start out with 2 just to see what the number is. And that C is a very large number. So we can try 1.5. As you see here, we limited all the way from 7,000 to 1. So let's go to charts right here. And as you see here, we have a descending pattern. We wouldn't want to trade that unless we were going to short it. And the price at 34 cents is kind of not in the best interest. So we can adjust this. We can just go over 0.25. And even that is a pretty decent number here. And then the next thing you guys want to do is you just want to look for ascending patterns. Or as you see here, for BLDR, we should get a spike going up because there is a lot of resistant area at around that 3 or 1818 range. So BLDR would look like a decent trade if you guys wanted to capitalize on that one. But we're just going to continue to look. And what I always look for is you want that ascending pattern. So you want the stock to move up because you don't want to trade against trends, because that isn't in your strategy. It's not in my strategy. See, so something like this seems pretty decent because I will show you. So we have this area right here. I believe that probably is the 150 area because it's 158 right now. So that seems like a pretty good resistant area, and we have a little support. We have a little support, yeah, about that 150, and a little resistance. Sorry, I got them mixed up here, but a little resistance at around that 175 range, and it's at 158. So there could be something there, but we would leave that one alone. And we just want, and if see something like this, you see how we have this ascending pattern going up. That seems pretty decent. You know, the price is kind of expensive, but we could still buy a significant amount of shares and really see that price go up. So this seems good. You know, this doesn't seem too good because it just went all the way up, and it's a pretty new stock there. So, whoa, we always get these freaking ads on here. Hold on. All right. Let's move that back. So we're just looking for, upward trends here. And what you guys always could do is change this. So you can go to any, and then sometimes you could click pattern, and you could go horizontal, SR, which is support / resistance. So you click that. And so most of the time we like right here is a horizontal, but we wouldn't want to trade that. We'd want to trade something along this lines. AG seems pretty decent here because that line, it's already at that support area, so it would have a very good chance of going from 770 all the way up to 850. Oh man, these ads are gnarly. It's because it's free. It makes sense because it's a pretty good program here. So around 850 would be a pretty good target, and a stop loss at about 750 here. So that stock, whoa, hit my backdrop. But that stock right there seems like a pretty good one to keep an eye on. We could have an entry at around 178, around that area there would seem pretty good. But yeah, AG seems pretty good, and all we're doing is just looking for an area where the stock could bounce and head up, and it already has that upward trend, because you never want to trade against trends because that breaks rules and you lose money, and we don't want to do that. And as you see here, we have a lot more. So you could go through all of those and just look for stocks that you guys see potential in, like I was doing. But what I always do sectors because it's a little more easier. So something like this would seem pretty risky because it's all the way up, and in the past there's no previous resistance up there. And normally if there's like a resistant area, like how we have a resistance here, that's why it couldn't break over, and once it broke over, that would be a good entry right in this consolidation area. And then we have these huge spikes up. So all we look for is just ascending patterns. I think we already did basic materials, but yeah, AG seems pretty good. But so that's how I use FINVIZ, and FINVIZ has a ton of other options here. They have, a profile where you guys can register, and you guys can pick stocks, and they have futures. So you have the S&P, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ. You got all these other futures. Yeah, Forex, which I trade a little bit only when I see perfect setups. But Euro and the USD, and you have all these really hot stocks here, or not stocks, but uh, foreign exchange list. So this is cryptocurrency. But as you guys can tell, the ads on this get annoying pretty fast. And then on the home page, you have you have the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, and the S&P. And then right below it, you guys have the top gainers, stocks that hit new highs, overbought, unusual volume upgrades. They kind of have all the most active stocks of the day. So today's Sunday, so this was from Friday. And PX, I currently traded this. And the reason why I traded this in a day is because this stock had a lot of price spikes. So I bought in at 362. I think my average share size was, and I sold over $5. And I had over 1,000 shares. So that, is a couple $1,000 profit. But that's it though. I hope everybody enjoyed this little video of how to use FINVIZ for swing trades and kind of just how to do some setups and where to do some entries. Please sure to hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Love you guys.